What's up, guys? It's me, Park Production, with another abandoned house. This one got burnt. Do you think that's why it's abandoned? Because it got burnt?
It's hard to say. Was it abandoned? Did somebody lit it on fire? Or how did it work, you know?
Yeah. Look at that old dark door in front.
You know, Park, this house is not too old because you see it's drywall. This is not plastic.
Oh, yeah.
You see that? It's hammered up. Let me show you something that's interesting. You see how this wood is burnt, but it's still stout? You see
Yeah.
that?
Probably
It's-
like...
Yeah, this may not have been built so long ago, but this wood will take fire better than steel.
Oh, really?
It'll burn.
That does
but
not
if-
sound
if
right at
this-
all.
If this was steel, the steel gets hot and it melts and it collapses. The wood will, of course, burn up eventually. But initially, it'll look like this. You see how this? And there are great big old wooden buildings with big, big beams in them. And they burn and they burn. And after they finish burning, they're still standing because they don't collapse because the steel didn't melt. This kind of insulates it. Very interesting.
Christmas decorations. There's a ton of old books in here.
Old books.
Yeah.
You know, this looks older than it, I think. You see this? This looks like handmade bricks.
Yeah. You might like this one, Pops.
What does it say?
It's a plain book.
Whys and the Wherefores. This is just a storybook, I think.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how old this book is. 1930.
Old mason jars. Lots of them, actually. Whoop. That was gonna scare me. Tried for that jump scare. You didn't. You did not scare me. Which was really weird. That did not scare me at all.
It's the end of the house for now. I don't know why that was. Old 78 RPM records. Let's see who it is.
I kind of want that.
This is by Decca. I'm in the Mood for Love. That's a very famous song.
Wow.
But that song was popular in the 1920s.
So do you think this is an original?
Bob Crosby and his orchestra. You mean, what's an original?
Do you think this record is like an old original? Or do you because
Oh,
they're
sure.
they're starting to make them again
Oh, yeah,
now?
no, this is old. These Bob Crosby and his orchestra, those are guys from the 40s.
Mm.
Is this the record player? Oh.
No.
Well, you know, yes, it is.
Oh, really?
That's a crank. Let's see what's here.
Took that book.
Bingo.
Wow.
See that?
I would have never guessed that. That's so cool. It's all hidden up in there.
Yeah. Okay, you see this part?
Yeah.
This is a needle.
Yep.
And here's what you did. You put this record on it. I'll put it on this way. You put the record on like this.
I always
and
wanted
you
one
brought
of
that
those.
over and you put it on there. And it would go around and around. Now look here. There was...
What does that say, Royal?
This is not electric. This had a... I mean, it was electric. It moved electrically. But this was the speaker right here.
That's awesome.
Isn't that something? That was the speaker.
I really want one of those so bad.
Yeah. You know...
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. This one is not as old as... But is some of them. It had that big old horn that stuck out. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, I know
That was the
what you're talking
speaker. But look at here. The way this ran, this is not electric. You took this hand crank and you cranked it up. And it had a spring and it loaded it. And I don't... Ooh, look at that.
And spider.
I don't know where the crank hole is. Oh, there it is right there. You stuck that crank in and cranked it up.
So this is that's really old.
Yeah, this is old. This was to be used days before electricity was in the houses. So maybe 75, 80 years old, I'd say. There's one of those old heaters. Remember I was telling you about the heaters they put in every room?
Yeah, I remember that. Lots of hubcaps up here.
Really?
Yeah, in this.
Look at all the records. Look at them all. They're all broken up.
Man.
Ah, I know something you don't know what it is.
Quiz me.
Okay, you know what this is right here?
No.
Okay.
Looks like an ironing thing almost. But.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
All right, here's what they did with these. You had this thing. This sets on just on a counter, and there's a little handle. It'd be nice if we could find that would fit in there and pick it up. And what they did is they set these on the stove, and they got hot. And you could have several of them, and you put this over here, and then you would take the handle, and you would hook it, and you would pick it up and iron your clothes. But eventually it got cool, and it wouldn't work so well, so you put it back on the fire. But you always had an extra spare one.
Wow.
So you had that thing out there like that. Yeah, this is a cool thing.
This is a cool house. I already like this.
Yeah.
Look, there's some old records in the back.
Shine your light up in the ceiling. Let's see what's up there.
Wow, it looks like this was burnt.
You know, it might be smoke up in there. But
Oh,
I don't think
yeah.
it was burned. But this house was not
I mean, that
insulated.
over there kind of looks like it. Very low ceiling.
Well, that was, yeah, this is about a 6-foot ceiling. Not very high at all. I wouldn't walk out there.
Yeah, I'm not going to go far.
Yeah, because that's what the
This won't open.
Bet it will. Look at all those old garden tools.
Inside of a tire. They would
That would be called an inner tube.
inner tube.
All right, look at the bed in the back. See those little beds?
Yeah.
Look at that. See, the fire went through the top here too. See this? This fire ripped across the top of this.
Look at all this old stuff.
Yeah, look at these hoses. Bunch of old hose. See that? Rubbing hose. And
Oh my gosh.
watch out.
No way.
Is that got an electric cord?
Yeah, I think this is like old remote control.
Uh-huh. Okay, let me show you something. This is a 1952 Chevrolet.
How old do you think that toy is?
Well, if this was a modern, it was built in 52. This is a 52 Chevy.
Mm-hmm.
So I would imagine the toy was built in about 1952. So that would make it 50, 60, about 60 years old, maybe a little more. See
Wow.
what this is right here. Is this just an old bureau? What's laying up on this?
I don't know. Something for cashier or something. What's old?
What's it say? What's it sound like?
Chang nails.
Let me see.
Chink, chang,
Clinching nails.
clench. All right. What is this?
That's a knife sharpener.
Oh, no sharpener.
Oh, let's see. See that right there? See that green pad?
Right here.
Oh yeah. See those things?
Those are boot.
Those are
Yeah.
heeled.
Look, they're only
Heel
10
pad.
cents.
Yep. And you put those. You nailed them to the bottom of your shoe, so your shoes wouldn't wear out. But they sure did tear up the floors.
This is really cool house. A lot of old stuff.
We gotta go. You know,
It's probably the most interesting room.
I almost think that this might be the old part of the house. See this? You see this right here?
Yeah.
This might be an old house because it's got the lath and plaster. And then this looks like an addition. This might just have been a little two-story house. Let's go down, because I don't know what was underneath this.
Yeah. Old Mickey Mouse toy. This just has the oldest feeling to it.
I don't think so. That's just nailed up. This is not an old house. You see this? There was never a fireplace in this house. It was built for a oil heater.
Just the door locks and stuff.
Yeah, they're old. And it's possible that, like I said, that the plaster might have been torn down. This has been reworked. Oh, look.
What?
That's melted off too. See that?
Oh, yeah.
See that thing?
I did see another one.
That's a very interesting picture for you to get.
Something must have happened with the circuits.
Yeah.
Because they're all...
That's probably right. Because it got hot now. You know, when you see all that stuff melted off, it got so hot in this house. And look, see there? There's a little scorch of fire here.
Yeah. I'm seeing that a lot of plastic containers are all melted down.
Yeah, that's a good observation.
A whole bunch of radios and stuff in here. Police scanners.
Look at these 5-gallon buckets in there. This place was on fire. See that? They all melted.
Yeah.
Look at that. Isn't that something?
All right. All right. Coming around.
All right. Take a picture of this house right here. You see how those are rocks? They found rocks in the field and put them under the foundation. Now look. Here's rocks, and here's rocks. And you see how that's a log that's split in half?
Yeah.
All right, but look over here at this part of the house. You see how it's concrete foundation?
Yeah.
And concrete foundation. This part of the house
Was old.
was built first, and this part was put up afterwards. So this was a real small, almost like a little cabin. And look, it had a porch on the front of it. See that?
Oh, yeah.
That porch was up there. And that, you see how that's, well, that's not quite the same, but you see how that there's dark and then there's the light, you can see the triangle?
Yeah.
If those shingles were gone and that piece of 2x4 was gone, you could still tell there was a porch here. And when you see that, it's called a shadow. You can see it's a shadow of what it used to be. As a matter of fact, this house used to have, see those red shingles?
Yeah.
That was not something that was unusual to put on a house, and this house may have had shingles on it at one time. So I wouldn't disturb that. But look, see how there's a little, that piece of shingle is hanging there. And you can see the rock foundation. They actually put the rocks down and put cement on them and built the house on top of the rocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. See that?
Yeah.